Hi, I'm Councillor Debbie Hanlon, and I'm going to read to you today my book that I wrote called Gus and Isaac, Backyard Bullies. I'm the author, and it was the illustrations, the beautiful illustrations in this book are by Grant Boland, a very famous Newfoundland artist. So let's get going right away. It is The Adventures of Gus and Isaac, Backyard Bullies. Now I bet you're wondering who those two critters are. Well, we've got Isaac, and Isaac is a bobtail cat. And we have this critter right here. Bet you can't guess what he is. No, it's not a goose, a turkey, or a duck. It's a seagull. And his name is Gus. So Gus has a special thing about him too. Do you want to hear about my storybook about Gus and Isaac? Let's get going. So The Adventures of Gus and Isaac, Backyard Bullies. Story by Debbie Hanlon, that's me, and illustrated by the wonderful Grant Boland. Gus the seagull was deathly afraid of heights. He was terrified. When he flew higher than the rooftop, his ears hurt and his belly felt funny and his bill started to quiver. So Gus didn't live on the bluffs with the other seagulls. He lived on top of a red and white house instead. And instead of fish, Gus ate cherries from the tree next door. Do you see Gus having all those cherries? That's where he got that big belly from. Now, Gus wasn't always afraid of heights. Oh no. When he was just a young gaffer, he fell into the ocean and landed near a pod of grumpback whales. And ever since that day, he hated flying. See him? Little Gus. And every time he peeked over the edge of the roof of the house he lived on, the sidewalk got further and further away. His great heights. Isaac, the bobtail cat, had just moved into the red and white house that very day. He was different than other cats. He was born without a tail. That's a bobtail cat. Gus the seagull, he was out eating cherries when Isaac came out in the backyard to play for the very first time. Isaac cooped down in the grass. He sniffed the air. He perked his ears and he shifted his eyes back and forth. He was completely still. Because when cats stay still, they think no one can see them. Silly cats. Vamps the cat, well, he was a hard ticket, a real cock-a-baloo. And he was sleeping in his backyard next to Isaac's, and he was having the most wonderful dreams about flying. He could feel his own smile. You guys smile as big as you can. Just feel your own smile. Suddenly he smelled something new, something interesting, something without a tail. He woke up and he stretched and his claws came out. Vamps didn't like other cats, especially cats without tails. Berg, the sleeving cat, and Flake the skeet cat were hanging around nearby. They looked like trouble to me. Vamps, Berg, and Flake crept up on Isaac the bobtail cat, but Isaac knew they were there. He could smell them, and he could see their shadows in the grass. Those three cats were snarly and mean. They were bullies and brazen little brats that always picked on other cats. Vamps nodded his head, and the three cats pounced on Isaac. They rolled on the ground. They snarled and bit. They scrubbed and they clawed. Pow! Vamps gave Isaac a clout in the head. Pow! Gus the seagull watched the fight from the cherry tree. He saw the three cats jump on his new neighbor, Isaac the bobtail cat. Unfair and mean, he thought. He had to do something. But his belly felt funny and his bill began to quiver. He's scared. So Gus closed his eyes and he gulped down a deep breath and swallowed. And he jumped from the cherry tree, swooping over the zoo of fighting cats. Whoa, this is scary, he said. Oh. Gus, poof. on the bully's head. Oh, dirty dogfish, said Vance. When Gus zoomed over to fight, Isaac broke free. He ran as fast as he could. The bullies were close behind. Isaac was so afraid he was in a dwall. I don't know what that is. Isaac ran as fast as he could, up the stairs and up to the bridge. Up from the bridge to the rail jumped Isaac. Up from the bridge to the rail jumped Vance, Bird, and Flake. Ding, ding, ding. They're chasing him, aren't they? Because Isaac had no tail, he could jump higher than the other cats could. And from the rail, he leaped all the way up to the roof of the house where Gus the seagull lived, leaving Vance, Bird, and Flake down below. Look at Isaac go. Gus slewed and skittered away from Isaac. Don't be such a scaredy cat, Isaac yelled. I'm no bully. Gus turned to Isaac and said, I'm not a scaredy cat. I'm a scaredy gull. Well, if you're afraid, why don't you just fly away, Isaac asked. Gus looked sad. I don't like flying, he said. I'm afraid of heights. Isaac knew what it was like to be afraid. Other cats were always teasing and chasing him just because he was different. But you just flew, said Isaac. I did, didn't I, said Gus. I don't have to be afraid of flying. They stood together and looked down at the snarling, hissing cats on Isaac Bridge. How will you get home, Gus asked. On the roof was a spudgel filled with rainwater. Let's give them a surprise shower, Isaac said. Isaac put his front paws on the spudgel and pushed. Gus put his back out against the spudgel and pushed. They pushed until the spudgel tipped over, drenching Vance, Bird, and Flake with water. Splash! The snarly cats ran away as fast as they could run. Get out of here, cats. Later that day, when the evening came into the Narrows and drew shadows on the streets, Gus the seagull, who used to be afraid of heights, and Isaac the bobtail cat sat on the rooftop. They watched the moon rise over the water, and they yearned of all the wonderful things they would do together. Did you like my book? I sure hope you did. The Adventures of Gus and Isaac, Backyard Bullies. In the back, there's a glossary with the special words that I highlighted in orange. And I'll just tell you one right now. Did you hear funny words in there? Well, one of those funny words was coopied. Do you know what coopied means? Remember Isaac coopied down in the grass? Well, that's what it means, to bend down low to the ground like Isaac does when he's trying to be invisible. And if you'd like to know more, just reach out to me, Councillor Debbie Hanlon, and I'd love to come and read you my book. Gus and Isaac, Backyard Bullies. Happy day, everybody. Bye.